Not a bad way to spend a quarantine.
Hello everyone, Humphrey here with Rider Gods, completing up day 7 of my Bangkok quarantine. This is called the ASQ quarantine, and I'm here at the Silver Palms Hotel. And what I did is I did a 1-bedroom suite with the balcony, 3 meals. It all cost me 60,000 baht for 14 days. So 60,000 baht is about 2,000 US dollars. And what we'll do is we'll cover things like the food, we'll cover the internet speeds, we'll cover how the room is, we'll cover the balcony. We're going to give you all the details, but the long and short of it is if you're coming here for quarantine, I highly recommend the Silver Palms Hotel. The room itself, very large. When you walk in, you're going to get the living room portion. And another reason I picked this place is I'm going to be working all 14 days. And I needed a decent desk, I needed enough outlets, the balcony for my sanity, and of course a separate bedroom and more space definitely helps with that. Now another reason I picked this place is when I did quarantine back in Singapore. So this is my second time I've done a 14-day quarantine. The first time was in Singapore when I came back from the US from Christmas holiday. So I had to stay 14 days at a hotel, no balcony, and it sucked. Now the cool thing about Thailand is you have a choice. You can either come into the Phuket Sandbox, which is I chose not to do for several reasons. That will be another video. Or you can go into Bangkok, Pattaya for what's called ASQ or ALQ hotels. Those are basically you pick your hotel and you pay for the hotel, and some are cheap, some are more expensive. You can go high-class luxury, and some are even offering a better meal plan, so better food, because usually hotel quarantine food isn't that great. So, but this place has been okay. So the ASQ program, you pay, you pick your hotel, you pay, and then there's decent amount of paperwork and all that good stuff. So did all that. The room is fine, and bedroom is fine. There's lots of storage space, plenty of cupboards. It's more than I really need. And then the bathroom is also decent. One thing about the bathroom is that the shower has kind of low pressure. So it's not the greatest. It does, it's decent, right? But it's not like what you may expect from a higher end hotel where it comes blasting out. But the temperature, when you turn it on hot, it does come out hot. So that is something. Okay, let's talk about the food. I'm going to show screenshots. I've taken pictures of every meal. So you can kind of see the food. The food has been okay. So what happens is I get 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Sometimes the meals have been pretty good, other times, not that great. And the system is I put out a sheet of paper every day before 1 p.m. and I mark down what I want for breakfast for the next day. I have 2 options for lunch, and then for dinner there is no option. You just check mark it. You just get whatever they give you for dinner. So the common things that I've been ordering is things like fried rice, congee, boiled rice for breakfast, omelets, scrambled eggs, that type of stuff, American breakfast. For lunch, it's usually something like pork, chicken, fish, and usually there is a soup along with that, a soup or curry. And then for dinner, it tends to be a little bit more heavier, so it could be like something like a pork chop or breaded fish, chicken, that type of stuff. Pretty much every meal comes with rice except for breakfast. If you do like an American breakfast or the omelet, it won't come with rice, but 75% of your meals will have rice. Now the delivery times, what happens when they deliver it? So there's kind of a window that they work on, and yeah, sometimes they're within that window, other times they're way early, other times they're way after. So I've gotten my breakfast sometimes at 7:15, maybe closer to 7, or maybe 8:30, a little bit past 8:30. So it kind of varies. I'm understanding about that because there's probably a decent number of people here for quarantine and they have to cook for a lot of people and put it in the stupid plastic containers and stuff like that. So I'm not too worried about that. What I would have liked is the room does not include a microwave. So sometimes when the meal arrives, it's not that hot, so it would have been nice to heat it up a little bit. Also, I forgot, for the food, they deliver the food, it's in plastic containers, you eat it, and then you pop it back in the plastic bag and you leave it outside. And then once per day, there's a person that comes around and picks up all the trash. So actually a lot of trash does get built up outside your door. It's kind of starts getting into a big pile. But they take care of it and you don't have to worry. You do get a food service menu, and there's some interesting things like tuna sandwich, beef, hamburger. You could order different salads, pastas, that type of stuff. So I have taken advantage of this once when the meal wasn't that great. Another thing they let you do is you can order 7-Eleven. So pretty much across the street or right next door is a 7-Eleven. And you use the Line app on your phone and you tell them what you want. So what I've been doing is I've been ordering a lot of Coca-Cola, no sugar. Sometimes I've ordered Doritos, and you put in your order before noon, and then you get it sometime between 3 to 5 o'clock. Now they do tack on a 20% service charge, which I think is completely reasonable because they have to get a guy to go across the street and lug all this stuff over. When you do the 7-Eleven order, your first 7-Eleven order mosquito repellent, mosquito spray. And this is the Sofel, I don't know what it is, like chrysanthemum, or comes from flowers. I don't know how it exactly works. But you will need this because since there's a balcony, when you go out on the balcony at night, the mosquitoes and the bugs will come. So every 20 minutes or so, it just spray yourself down with the mosquito repellent. That way you don't get eaten alive. Let's talk about the staff. The staff here have been great. Upon check-in, you meet the nurse, and the nurse takes your temperature, and then there's a lady for check-in. And then after that, after they close the door, you don't even get a key. So you can't go out without getting caught. So you're stuck in this room except for 3 instances. So you will have 3 COVID tests. Your first one is on your first day, so the day after you check in. The second one is 6 days in. And then the third one, I forget, is 11 or 13 days. I can't remember exactly. So it's kind of it's the beginning, the middle, and the end. And the COVID test it's the PCR test. It goes up your nose and into your brain almost. And it's not the most pleasant experience, but you got to do it. So you just suck it up. One interesting thing is they do it outside in the parking lot, and since I'm on the 2nd floor, I've got a balcony, I see them do it. And there was a family, they had their little girl, couple 3 years old, 4 years old, toddler, and she was screaming bloody murder when they stuck that thing up her nose. So just be advised when you have kids, they're not going to like this PCR test at all. So continuing on with the staff, after you check in, everyone is gowned up almost in the Smurf, the plastic suits. If you've watched Contagion, kind of like that, maybe not as extreme. And whenever they bring you out to your COVID test, that guy is all like mopped up with all the plastic around him for protection, even the feet as well. So laundry is available. So, wash your clothes and the towels and stuff like that. You can only get laundry after you pass your 2nd COVID test. So after your 6th day, so this would be the 7th day, that's when you can get laundry, and they have the laundry bags, and you put your dirty stuff in the laundry bag, and then in 2 days after that, you put it outside your door. 2 days after that, they will send back the cleaned up and fresh laundry, which is pretty cool. Twice a day, you're going to have to submit your temperature, and the hotel gives you a free thermometer, and you stick it up. No, you don't. You can put it under your armpit or under your mouth, and you take a picture with your camera, your phone, and you send the picture through Line to the nurse. Now, How strict are they? You have to do it at 8 o'clock and you have to do it at 4 o'clock. There's been times when I've missed it by a couple minutes in the morning and no big deal, not a big deal. In the afternoon, I like to take a nap sometimes, so I've woken up at 4:30, 5 o'clock, and the nurse will ping you about 15 minutes, 4:15, temperature? Where's the temperature? So as long as you give the temperature when she asks, somewhat close, as long as it's not like 3 hours afterwards, then you are fine. So once in the morning, once at night. The big reason why I picked this place is I was looking through a bunch of reviews and they all said that the internet was decent enough to hold a WebEx and a Zoom conference, and I do a lot of those. I'm working, so I need fast internet. So the speeds I've been getting is somewhere in the neighborhood between 40 to 60 megabits per second, download and upload, so pretty decent. Now there have been times where it's been congested and I lost speed, and the video conference has dropped, the audio has dropped. So that does happen, but it has been rare. You may have to experiment where to sit on this main table in the living room. I tried every seat. I did a speed test on every seat, and there was one spot where I got about 60 megabits up and down. But if I changed spots, the speed would drop to 20, which is kind of weird. If you like spending time on the balcony, the internet connection does hold on the balcony as far as my room is concerned. So I'm in room 3205. 3205, the first number designates the building. So I guess they have 3 buildings here, building 1, building 2, building 3. I'm on the 2nd floor, so that's 2, and the 5th room on the 2nd floor. So the internet will hold. You can watch YouTube videos just fine out on the balcony. And in fact, let's talk about the balcony. Balcony is freaking huge. It's got a really nice lounge chair out there. So what I do in the afternoon and also in the morning sometimes is I go out on the balcony, I put a pillow on the back and take a nap. Right? Put my feet up on the stool and put on my sunglasses, put on the headphones, and listen to some YouTube tunes and just zone out. Bugs. So we won't worry about the balcony. Yes, when you're outside on the balcony, there's going to be, it's Thailand. You're in the middle, here you're kind of surrounded by trees and the jungle and stuff like that. And you're going to get ants out there. You're going to get, one time I was kind of doing some YouTube stuff and I saw a cockroach jump on the, jump on the thing. That's not the hotel's fault. It's just wildlife. And in the closet, I found a big can of the Thai version of Raid bug killer. I don't know if they were supposed to leave it in there, but I hit that cockroach and killed it, and he is no longer of this earth. So yeah, and then there's mosquitoes flying out there. You get the mosquito repellent and you'll be fine. All right, I hope wherever you are, stay safe. If you decide to come to Silver Palms, let me know. And if you come to Bangkok in the next month, hit me up. I'll still be around, still be running around Thailand. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.